Hello guys, welcome to Digging the Course 365. I'm in Stranraer. Now, Stranraer has some amazing memories for me. I had about 3 holidays here because we had family who lived here. It's not a holiday destination, and to be honest with you, it's a dive. I forgot how bad some parts of Stranraer are. But yeah, I'm here. I've not been well. I don't know if I told you in one of my other videos, but I had haggis the other day and it made me ill. And I've not been right since. I've not been eating right since. So yesterday I went to the shop, I got some cooked meats and some bread and just went to bed and stayed in bed and force-fed me some proper sandwiches. And I feel a bit better today. I think I'm over the worst. Yeah, we're in Stranraer now. I'm staying in an inn. And I booked it because it's £25 a night. I thought, that's cheap, that'll do me. And I've just read the reviews, listen to this. This is a review on TripAdvisor for the place I'm staying at. Hi, myself and 3 friends had the misfortune to spend one night in this place. I would class it as a doss house rather than a hotel. The room had a small sink, an old TV badly fitted, no remote control. The floor was dirty but the bed was clean. The door was very stiff as the carpet was getting in the way of it. I was on the top floor, the view was of the rear car park and bins. The toilet on the top floor had no light bulb. The window in the toilet didn't open. There was a toilet next to the shower and it was not clean. No handle on the door. The walls needed painting, the paper was peeling off, the storage cupboard had no door, and the towels and bedding was next to some small packets of tea, coffee and sugar, which came as a surprise as I had no kettle in my room. All in all, this was a very bad place. It should be shut down. It is not fit for its purpose and should not trade as a hotel. So I can't wait to get to this place and see what it's like. Honestly, I've stayed in so many places, I won't care as long as it's got a bed and I get me internet. But yeah, that will be an interesting stay because I've booked in for 3 nights. Anyway, here we are, Stranraer Beach. It's a very rocky, pebbly, mucky kind of beach. I remember coming down here with my cousin. He had an air rifle and he was shooting at seagulls. That's the kind of thing people did in the 80s, alright. And when you moved rocks, there was eels underneath all the rocks. But that was further around. But yeah, well, let's just start here, see if we can find anything. Let's get metal detecting. Or let's go sit in the car because it started belting it down. Terrific. There's a big cloud come over. I'll give it 20 minutes, sit in the car and then I'll start. Well, I decided to ignore the rain and just use my little phone and put a hat on. Let's just do it through the rain. Not the best of starts, it has to be said. A very bendy piece of lead and a very big wing nut. It's very hard to dig, there's big boulders underneath the surface of the sand. And it's throwing it down, I'm getting very, what shall we say, dirty. Some kind of old wheel and a big metal screw thing. I don't know why I'm getting such strange junk on this beach, I don't know what went on here. It's like a dumping pit. And there we have an old caster. Very strange objects coming off this beach, it really is. Not a single coin, nothing good, just bits of junky, weird stuff. Stranraer is famous for one thing, by the way, and that's ferries. Getting a ferry over to Ireland. This is where you come to get the ferries because this is pretty much the closest point to Ireland from the mainland UK. And ferries are coming in and out all the time, in fact there's one over there. I think I know what that is. What do you think? I think it's off a Nokia, an old Nokia mobile phone. That would be my guess. Not one of the bricks as we called them. One of the newer ones than that. I think I used one for work. And now we've found a fishing weight. That could be one of my Uncle John's, you know. Could be. I doubt it, but it could be. He used to come fishing, he used to go off the end of a pier, and he took me once. And I was about 12, 13, and I'd never been fishing before in my life. Never touched a fish. and he caught loads. It was one of them rods where it must have had like 12 hooks on what I threw out, and he'd catch like 5 fish at a time. Pulled them in, took them off and threw them on the pier and said to me, put them in the bag. And I daredn't touch them because they were minging. And I tried picking them up and they were moving, they were still alive, and I was going, ugh! And he says, are you a girl or a man? Put them in the bag. And he got really mad with me, really mad with me. Anyway, he had to do it in the end. I think he sulked with me for an hour or two, but hey, I was scared of fish at the time. Not now. One thing I do like about this shoreline is the diversity of the things which are here. You've got on the floor here oyster shells all over the place. All different shells, winkles, dead crabs. As I say, there are eels, bricks. So I don't know what's been here in the past, but we've got bricks and pottery. Okay, I found something really nice there. That is old. An old jar of cream by the look of it. Some kind of cream, milk. That is old. Possibly 1900, I don't know. I'll tell you what, with this beach, I think the best thing to do is not metal detect it, but come out when the tide's fully out and just have a good look. Have a really good look at the shoreline, because there's things here. I'm seeing lots of pottery, and as I say, you've got all different wildlife, all different stones, all different creatures. I think I just want to walk on here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back here when the tide's fully out and just beachcomb, do a bit of beachcombing, see what we can find, because there's interesting things. It's an interesting place. What I'll do now, thank you all so much for donating to the charity shop. We raised £340, I think, 330 or £340. I handed it over to the shop the other day, to a lady, and she's passed it on to the head lady, and the head lady's left me a little note at the bed and breakfast I was at this morning. She left me a little note saying, to the man who is travelling around the UK, please come into the shop and help yourself to free clothes, something like that. Very kind of them, but I've set off this morning and it was closed, so yeah, handed the money over. I'll show that now. So we raised some money for this YMCA and I'm handing it over to Alex now. Alex, I think it was about 26 people donated on my YouTube channel. So I'd like to give you the money that they've actually donated. We've got £20, £40, £60, £80, 100, that's 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, £200, 20, 40, 60, 80, £300, £340 for your YMCA charity.
Good gracious, thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. It's not me, it's my YouTube viewers. They've done it.
Out there. Hello.
So would you like to thank them?
Thank you very much, YouTube community, for this money. This goes to benefit the young people of Gatehouse, who are between 12 and 24, and it gives them a safe place to hang out and be themselves and just turn into the young people the lovely young people that we know they're going to be, because they're.
You weren't expecting this at
We
all.
weren't expecting
I've really put her on the spot. I've put her on the spot and I feel bad about it, but the girl who I saw yesterday wasn't there. She'd have been perfect for the camera, wouldn't she? Yes. She's very bubbly and I think she'd have liked being on a camera. But thank you very much for accepting the money. We've done it now. Let's move on to another charity. Okay, so the money's handed over. A bit of an anticlimax, really. Really needed the girl who was in the shop yesterday to appreciate what we've just done. But she's not working till next Tuesday, so we had to do with Alex. She was a lovely woman, don't get me wrong, but she was a bit camera shy, let's say. But yeah, the money's been handed over, everyone's happy. Things will change for that charity. all because of you. So thank you very much, guys. Oh, it gives me such a wonderful feeling when I know we've made a difference. And the fantastic thing is, people still donated to our Rays of Sunshine charity as well. We've had Thomas Humpage, Steve Shepherd, Hunto's Garage, John Vitti, Brian Nelson, Chuck Jacob, Torb Jean again, Michael, Team Badger, Al Kisak, Roger Brady, Artie, Johanna, Margaret B, Daniel and Rebecca Simonson. So we're now up to £37,824. So I think we got nearly £200 again through that. So that's what? £600 in 24 hours. You guys are stars. Now we're £176 away from £38,000. Can we do that overnight? That's what I'm hoping for. So please get the donations coming in, guys. Keep them coming in. I really do appreciate all the support you've given. I do. All the links in the description. Go to diggingthecoast.com and click donate and give all that you can. Thank you very, very much, guys. Thank you all for joining, guys, on Digging the Coast 365. Let's hope the hotel is not as bad as it sounds. Yes, I'm in a gents' toilet, I'm sorry. But it seems that the story of this video is pretty much going to be how bad is this place I'm staying in, which calls itself a hotel. All the reviews are absolutely terrible. It's like a 1-star hotel, and all the people who give it 1 star say if I could give it less than 1 star, I'd give it less than 1 star. So I can't wait to see this place. It's going to be exciting. I've stayed in about 100 places, probably, on this trip. And I've stayed in some pretty bad places, I'll be honest. But from all the reviews, this is going to be the worst. And it'll make a good video, if nothing else. Honestly, as long as I've got somewhere indoors, I'll be happy. But it could be fun. So the first bad things I've read about this place is the parking. It says on the website free parking, but apparently they charge you when you get there. They charge you, even though they advertise free parking. So we'll see. I'm going to park there, I'm going to go in, I'm going to pay for it, and apparently you have to pay before they show you the room, because they're saying it's because it's so bad you wouldn't pay once you'd seen the room. So let's go park, let's go pay, let's go see the room. This is going to be fun. Or is it? I don't know what to expect. I'm laughing about it because, honestly, as long as it's undercover tonight and warm, I'm not bothered. Public toilets, not as bad as I read. It said urine all over the floor. There really isn't. A bit of a chip in the toilet there. But this is alright. Have they just done it out? I don't know. This is acceptable. As long as you don't want soap. Or to dry your hands. There's no hand dryer, no towel, no soap. Okay. But it looks clean. Okay, I'm in my room. They gave me a double bed because it's free, basically. There's nobody in here. I'm the only one staying, I think, so they thought, well, let's upgrade him to a double because it's not going to be used for anyone else, so let's give him a double. I've got a double bed. One of the reviews said they left lots of coffee and sugar and things, but no kettle. I've got a kettle. People were talking about peeling paint on walls and stuff. It's very clean. Another thing, the television didn't have a remote, so they couldn't turn the television over. I've got a remote. What's everyone's problem? This is perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with where I'm staying. The reviews were saying the bathrooms are minging. Perfectly nice shower. You know, for £25 a night, I'm happy with that. Toilet, that's clean. That's a new toilet seat. I'm happy here. What's wrong with everybody? Unless they've just redecorated in the last few months, I don't know, but I can't see why anyone would be complaining with this for £25 a night. I think I've got a good deal here. I'm happy. One last thing which everyone was moaning about was the banister, saying it's falling to bits, it's rotten. You can't touch the banister, otherwise it'll fall to bits. There's nothing wrong with the banister. Whether it's a new banister, I don't know. But there's nothing wrong with that. The sink even has a brand new Carex hand wash. Why is everyone complaining about this place? It's heaven, it's heaven. I've stayed in much worse places than this, I can tell you. My mother's isn't much better. You've got more sugar, coffee, and you've even got biscuits than any other hotel than I've ever been in. And my view is of the church. I'm right opposite the church. What's everyone complaining about? This is a fantastic room. £25 a night, get in. And one last thing I need to put in this video. A lot of people are asking, especially me, they're asking me how Dave Relic Hunting Scotland is. Now, all I can tell you is alive, is well, is healthy. Okay, that's all you need to know. He will not be posting videos for a while. But just know that he's healthy, and that's the main thing. Good old Dave. I miss him as well, but he's alright. I'm at a place, I think it's called Doon Bay, or it's DHOON. The Doon is the area or something. The bay, the beach is called something else, but I can't remember what. I've been here about 3 hours and found nothing. I've not even picked my camera up to film anything yet. I found 21 pence and lots of tops off aluminium cans. Again, I don't know what the story is behind this. I don't know why I'm finding them. Yeah, not the best beach, but you know, it was, at least I got on a beach. There's a shipwreck over there. Well, a boat wreck. If anyone knows anything about it, will you please let me know, because I'm interested. But yeah, you've got a bit of sand here. I've gone through it all. And then it's surrounded by mud. It's all mud. Like the sea's way out there, but all this is mud. You're just squelching around in it. It's disgusting. Terrific. Another pair of trousers. Filthy.
You have been watching Digging the Coast 365 with Deep Digger Dan. If you wish to support Dan and the charity he's helping, Rays of Sunshine, there's a Just Giving link below. If you wish to support Dan on his own, there's a Patreon link below. Please give all that you can to help Dan on the last 6 months of his journey. We can get to 50,000.